Right. Now apparently, Infinite Darkness is on Thursday, so getting ready to plan a live stream of the reaction of us watching it. So you'll see us actually watching it. Which I'd have to set up in the living room. Which would be a good thing. So you get to see how we react to the film that we first watched on that day. So, hey, I'm back. Looking forward to Infinite Darkness. Because I know I am. Got wine in the fridge to actually watch it. Apparently, I don't know what time though it's gonna start. That's good. Be able to see the reaction faces of me and my family. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say about it. Yeah, it'll be great to watch. Really great. Be glad to watch it. Which I should do more often, I think, to films that I haven't watched before. Which will be a great idea. So then I get to experience it firsthand. Yeah. And also, maybe some others might actually live stream their reactions as well, maybe. And it comes out on the same day Looney Tunes Cartoons Season 2 comes out on HBO Max. Ah, cool. Hmm. Ooh, I wonder if Nemesis is doing a reaction. Maybe. He might do. Maybe MK as well, or a couple of others. That would be great, like. Hi, Wolf. Apparently, I can get I've actually planned. I did have an issue this morning with streams. But now I've paid for the basic plan, so I'll be able to stream unlimited. Great idea. Just like keep going and going and going. Be able to talk more about Resident Evil more. While the stream is going on, I'm currently animating a new Mike and Friends episode. Ah, cool. Yeah. Also, happy 4th of July. Ah. Apparently, I never really celebrate 4th of July though, because it's not really a Europe thing. Um, um, hmm. Do you have like different days for different things or whatever on my calendar? And I think I've misplaced my pen. Whoops. Where is it? And my pen's disappeared. Oh, there it is. Let's see. 4th of July. Ah, okay, that's on the same day as that one. 4th of July. Okay, that's written down. So his Nemesis is your favourite character, not Mr. X. He actually is my favourite tyrant, above all. There's also I really like him a lot because he's intelligent. Well, I like the original, the Nemesis, like ones from like Capcom versus Marvel and whatever. One that basically is from the original RE3, and such. But when it comes to the remakes, Mr. X seems to be my favorite in the remakes, due to the being the new Tyrant. So it's kind of like Mr. X is my favorite in that one, and then Nemesis is my favorite in the originals. Above all, it actually is Nemesis, above everything else. So, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Tyrant from original and remake? Yeah, for the new Nemesis, it doesn't look as good from the original. Yeah, Dev 1 should have really got involved instead, I think, and it would have been successful. Instead of doing it at the same time as the RE3 remake, if the RE3 remake wasn't put at the same time, then the RE2 wouldn't have been as rushed to get out, which would have been had more content in it, and it would have been a lot bigger. Then we would have got the RE3 remake. Again, it probably would have been by Dev 1, and it would have been a lot bigger. A lot more story content, and the story would have been faithful to the original. It would have also had choices, like how you would choose to live or choose to sacrifice a friend or something like that. I love Mr. X from the remake. Yeah, he's brilliant. He's kind of like he's kind of like Nemesis, stalking. Hi, Mum. Why are you streaming? That's my mum. Say hi.
So 10 o'clock it opens.
Yeah.
Have you started your call about ready for tomorrow?
I think my closet over there. I think. Yeah. Well, apparently I am on holiday. Which I don't know where. Somewhere new. I'm supposed to be going to Blackpool tomorrow. So it's somewhere near Blackpool. Um. Um. Yeah. So back to what I was saying about now. Mr. X. Yeah, he is a great stalker. He's brilliant when it comes to intelligence and figuring out where you are. Which is brilliant. I mean, there was this one time I I hid in the locker room in the RE2 remake. Tell your mum I said hello. Oh, right, okay. Mum, Wolf says hi.
Who's that?
Wolf, he's a streamer.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Wave again. Ooh, Maltese is.
Fancy bag. What's up?
Yeah, good day. Ooh, look at that.
Get a bag in there, you can have a bag.
Ooh. What about this cupboard?
Yeah. There's a bag in there.
Yeah. Hi, Sam. So, what do you think about Infinite Darkness at the moment? Getting excited? Ooh, yeah. We're all getting excited. At least I got my Resident Evil t-shirt. Might end up wearing it on the day that I stream it. Happy 4th of July. Thanks. Apparently I had to write it down on the calendar. Nah, because it doesn't really have it on my calendar. Yeah. Ooh, speaking of which, who likes Maltesers? Do you know what it is? What is weird? Well, for the movie Resident Evil with Alice, you don't see Mr. X, only Nemesis. Yeah, that is strange. It is weird. They only show him off. It's like the story doesn't make sense. You have a cop become Nemesis, and you think, well, he looks a bit too small to be Nemesis, and Nemesis is tall, really tall, kind of like a wrestler or a boxer. I love those chocolates too. It's addictive, the chocolates. Like, I just haven't seemed to get off them. Especially Maltesers. Ooh, favorite chocolates would have to be Maltesers and orange. They're my top favorite chocolates. There's also the chocolate coins I'm addicted to as well. And then there's like chocolate milkshakes, which is another type of chocolate. Yeah, it's really addictive. Very. Still waiting on news for let's say I'll be wearing a leather jacket when Infinite Darkness comes out. Ah, I wish I'd brought my Resident Evil hat now. And my jacket. So I got a jacket at home and I should have brought it. Well, at least I got my t-shirt. My Resident Evil t-shirt. See if I can. I think my t-shirt could go with my red pants, I think. Right, see if I can lay this out. Okay, that's not laid out properly. Okay, I think now it is. Okay, there it is. Oh. Nah, it's a bit wonky. Okay, it's a bit tricky. Okay, I think now you can see it. Yeah. That's my t-shirt. That I'll be wearing. All the blood on it and everything. That's what I'll be wearing. Be fun, like. Let's see. Leon's always wears a jacket in Resident Evil. Yeah, he does. He's actually cool still. Yesterday speaking of Leon, I watched Vendetta again. Okay, no problem, Wolf. Yeah. Anyway, I watched Vendetta yesterday, and I was like, great. I always come back to it when he like just outright kills the dogs and whatever, and with the motorbike and such, and I'm thinking, okay, show off, stealing Cloud's moves. which is where it was taken from. Pretty good stunts, like. We'll definitely see another movie, I think. I mean, at the moment, I can't even tell if Infinite Darkness is a TV series or an actual movie. Well, we'll see when it comes out, I think. In the end, it might just be a movie, I think. Yeah, so, hmm. Um, what was that zombies turn back into his humans? What the fuck? Oh, right. Yeah, I think it's like an antivirus. Retrovirus. Apparently, it does sort of happen with those Samkas, I believe. I like, like to the movies remade. Huh, yeah. They are sort of. They are sort of trying to. Hey, Resident Evil Nemesis. What's going on, my friend? Thank you so much for shouting me out. I really appreciate that a lot. No problem, Retro. Yeah. If anyone hasn't followed Retro, please shout basically Johnny's subscribe to him and whatever, watch his videos and whatever. Also follow Jungle Master 2014. He's my best friend that I've known for years since Resident Evil 5 or a Resident Evil live action TV series. They are doing a Resident Evil TV series. They're also doing a movie. But I'm not too keen on them, to be honest. One's about Wesker. One's about well, the other one's about the characters like Leon and whatever. But I don't know. Just doesn't interest me with the actors. The actors just look wrong, in my opinion. They don't really resemble them. That TV series is animated. Yeah, apparently there's like I think there's 2 movies and 1 TV series. I think because I know Welcome to Raccoon City is definitely I think it's a movie series. Definitely a movie series. And then you've got the I think it's the TV series for the Wesker one. I think, and then for the Darkness might be I don't know. Not sure about that one. I would have to find it out. Yeah. At least, and Wesker is black. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what worries me about Wesker. Wesker has always been white. Always. Um, he also has that unique voice. To him, and a black guy playing Wesker just sounds a bit off. I think the voice and everything. I mean, I'm not against black people. It's just the character as an example. Not looking right. A couple of ones that didn't look right was like, Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four remake. That looked shit. And I was like, well, Storm and Johnny are supposed to be white. Having Johnny as black doesn't make sense. And when it came to the Teen Titans, I was thinking, well, Starfire isn't actually black. She's orange, like the sun. He also played in the John Wick as the hotel clerk. Oh God. And I would think a black guy would be more better playing, well, a black guy. Now, I think the one that was cast as Wesker should have actually been Jim, I think, from Outbreak. That's the only one I can think of. The perfect match. I mean, there's also other people, but I mean, if you get like a big black guy playing Mark, that would work. Colin Salmon. Um, Colin Salmon. I'm not really familiar with names. Well, some names. Yeah. Um, do you know Coleman Salmon? I don't.
No.
Huh.
Who's that?
An actor. Look like Chris mentioned it.
Where's Chris then?
Is it here?
How's Chris there?
In the live stream? Yeah, called Jungle Master.
Tell him I said hello.
Oh, by the way, Chris, my mum says hi.
Oh, so you got that, like?
Yeah, he's got YouTube, he's and whatever, and yeah. Because I stream or whatever, and he come on to it. Yeah. Through that. It's good though, good platform. Yeah.
I'll keep you happy for a year.
Yeah, it would. Sorry, my mistake. It's okay. Lance Reddick is the hotel clerk. Lance Reddick. Yeah. Names always are confusing, like, well, for me. Coleman Sumner was in the very first Resident Evil movie. Oh, was he, oh god, very first Silent Hill movie, Resident Evil movie, oh, yeah, him, the one that was the leader, look like, that one. Yeah, I know his face now. It was great when he pulled the stunts, like, and the laser room. Okay, I'm back. Hi, welcome back, Wolf. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's like another black one called LJ, but I mean he's not bad. He definitely pulls off a gem if you wanted to. It would make a really good gem from Outbreak. Even though he's maybe a made up character as well, I think. Yeah. I hope they do more live action films of games or whatever. That would support with people. I was watching Return of the Living Dead, the first film. Have you seen it? Apparently I haven't. No, I haven't seen it. I know my granddad has, probably. Because he watches a lot of zombie films, like old ones. I mean, the only ones I do remember watching, like, which was an old one, was like Shaun of the Dead and whatever. Could play as Josh Stones or a scientist character. Yeah. It's a really great zombie. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, by the Chris. You haven't played RE8? Try it. It's great. Great for playing. Even though you've got too many games at the moment. At least that's one to add to your list. Right, here's another film. Has anyone seen Wasted Away? It's a comedy. A comedy zombie film. I love Resident Evil Village. I beat it like 14 times. Apparently I've lost count how many times I've beat Village now. Can't seem to remember. Must have beat it a lot of times now, grinding. Phone, it's charging. I think it's this way, is it? Bloody thing. Alright, this. Right, connect that back in. Never played Resident Evil 3. The original. I mean, it's great. It's great. I've never actually completed it myself. Probably because one thing, Nemesis still scares me. When he randomly just shows up. Even if you're hiding in a safe room, he just basically is just there. And you just come straight out, and you're like thinking, you know, I'm thinking now, never mind, maybe I should go back in the safe room. And you stay in there a bit longer, and he just doesn't leave. He's more intelligent than Mr. X in that one. Like, he knows you're there. And in the RE3 remake, they did sort of bring that back. Like, he would hide it in a cafe around a corner and know that you're there and pretend that he's gone when he isn't, and he just basically just walks straight around the corner. I feel like Resident Evil 3 is a very big map, is it? Yeah, it's very big. And if it was properly done, I think by Dev 1 it would have been completely massive. Completely massive. There would be more locations to explore. Maybe even the most Easter eggs from the originals and such. Maybe like maybe the car from the Mr. Bean episodes. That'd be one. That would be one Easter egg. Maybe the DeLorean. That was one. And then a couple of others, which were around. Maybe even the J Bar could have been like one Easter egg in the area. If they ever do it. Resident Evil 2 is small map. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was supposed to be a lot bigger. It was supposed to have more in it, but, well, that got scrapped in the end. and I wish they actually used it, especially the monsters, especially the crimson liquor zombies, I call them, because of the long tongue. I'm actually glad they brought them in Resident Evil 8, with the tongue and everything. Looked brilliant. Made them look scary. So I'm actually glad they did that. Because then it just shows like they could sort of mutate further. Maybe like end up a bit more liquor in the end, but in like a bat sort of liquor. Something like that, I think. So yeah, that's one that I liked in the game. At least they brought it great and whatever. I also wish they brought some old ones back. Maybe like the Crimson Zombies, like all red and scary looking or whatever. They could even make 2 different types of liquors. One turns black, one turns red. Can you imagine if they made Resident Evil Village just like the original RE3? Oh, that would be a good idea. Yeah, like a choice scenario. Be able to choose choices, and depending on how you choose, it could lead to a certain path. Maybe between being a badass, like a bad person, or a good person, or somewhere in between. Like someone that just doesn't care, at all and just wants to go it alone. I mean, that would actually work. If but I think it would have been a good idea if they did it as a DLC though, since they already missed the opportunity. I think with Village for that choice scenario. But they could still do it. You mean third person? Well, apparently, Village isn't in third person; it's first person. And it's not really a bad game to be honest. It's just the character you're playing as. Even though you can't actually see his face. And the only time you do see him is later on. Pretty much later on. You get to see that part, but not up here. So it's a shame they didn't really show his face at all. Still. But at least we got an interesting character from Ethan, his daughter. At least they show a face. So I'm thinking the next game might be third person. I think since they showed a face off. I mean, they'd have to now, since it'd be interesting. Well, I mean, Resident Evil Village makes it old, just like Resident Evil 3, but in fixed cam. Yeah, some games do work in fixed cam. Some pretty much don't. It depends on what they're going on. Now I think a new game that would focus on the old mechanics, like like Resident Evil 3 and whatever, should be made in that, but probably would have a different name, I think. Like spin-offs or whatever, for example. Hope they don't mess up Resident Evil 4. Yeah, well, most likely, well, since the VR one is, I don't think it's going to be messed up, the VR one, though. I think it's because it's based on, just VR. But with the actual remake, I know Dev One's behind it, so it'll be secured. So I don't think they'd mess that up. They would get some things right about it. They would change a couple of things that people didn't like about it. Maybe like change Ashley, so then she's less annoying. Or if they have a problem with Ashley, they can always replace her with someone else, maybe like Barry. Barry would be a good person to replace her if they don't want her in. Would be better co-op. Yeah, it would. Now I think that would be better if they did do it co-op, because then you're working together and you're working through the village and such. Yeah, which would be a great idea. I mean, that would have been awesome. To the story. Did you know if they have Unreal Engine, you can create your own Resident Evil Nemesis stars, but you need PC? Huh. Apparently, I never really make games because it's tricky for me and I don't really have the experience to make them. So, can't make them. You need need to go to like special colleges and whatever and stuff like that to learn how to do that. I think it's like graphic work or something like that. Apparently, I also don't never use a PC. I use a phone. I always use a phone. Um, for the internet and such. Or you can have someone help you. That one's tricky because nobody in the family does that, and well, nobody really does this sort of thing, makes games. So I can't really ask anybody, because well, I can't even go out and ask people because for one, I live in a different area that's not that popular and I don't get around as much, which is another reason, and I can never get that high with getting people. Um, Another thing is it's because of my epilepsy. I can't get out. Uh, because I know the dangers of it, so I can't really go out and ask for help. Um, so that's another one. And also another thing, I can't even get a job, so that's another. Or it's because of the COVID-19. That's another. Which isolates everything, which has everyone worried. Even I'm worried about it. Um, uh, yeah, because I'm really funny when it comes to COVID. I'm like, especially to do with restaurants and such. I'm like, nah, I think I'll eat in the car, sort of thing. Or if I go to a shop or whatever, and like let's say they want a picture or something, I'm like, oh yeah, you want me in a mask to have a picture? And I'm like, I not have a picture. So yeah, it's basically what I go through where I'm like just cautious. I was even cautious before COVID started. I was one of the first ones to like wear a mask. And I was like, you should all wear masks as well, because it keep you protected. And everyone thought it was crazy. And I was like, well, I saw the news in China, and I was like, I'm not chancing it because that could spread. And I was right. And it could spread. And it started up top in the country somewhere, and then spread even quicker. And then it was in Manchester when I was going to see Back to the Future, and I was didn't have a mask at the time, but I was lucky to get out of there, and I didn't get ill at all, so I was lucky, very lucky. So I did actually end up wearing a mask more and more and more. Okay, but what happens when it's over, the COVID-19? Well, when it's over, COVID, there'd probably be a bunch of news, saying how long it would go on for and whatever. If there's no actual critical deaths from COVID, um, then it would probably say it's gone and whatever. And they would also probably test people to see if it is clear, scan people to make sure. And then once they say everything's clear in every single country, then everybody can be safe traveling, and then take the masks off and whatever. Which I could take years to get rid of, I think. But it'll go in the end. I hope. I hope another virus doesn't start in its place, because that's bad. Really bad. Most likely it might happen again. And I hope it's not worse than the COVID one. I mean, it might. Apparently if that happens, then we have to take another vaccine. Again. The more and more viruses that show up. Yep, so the more and more show up, we just end up taking more. And then eventually that could do something really bad to your body the more you take of drugs. Like, you could do stuff to your, like, lungs, heart, or whatever, your brain, or whatever, anything. Anything. I'm also hoping COVID doesn't really turn into a zombie thing, because that's what I keep thinking. Because I keep thinking, well, there's bound to be some people who probably won't wear the masks, and it will change, and then the zombies rising from the graves and whatever. Yeah, that's one. One thing I do not want to happen, since, well, that scares me, and I do have health issues with that issue. Well, really two issues with a zombie virus. It does come from COVID-19, and that's epilepsy and hay fever. Hay fever could actually make me ill through sneezing, colds, and all sorts, making it worse. So if the pollution gets worse, my nose gets worse, and I start getting headaches up here, like really bad. And a bunch of other issues that would follow is seizures. Seizures would follow after that. And other thing is pills. Pills could run out and lead to, well, death. In other words, that's another one. I mean, I've already discussed it with my nan, saying that sort of thing happens. And basically, I don't know, I wouldn't have any choice living in a zombie apocalypse. So the one thing that would happen to me is I would not live with it, I think. Because I know I'd probably pass away in the end. Either get bitten well, or a seizure kills me in the end. That's one. But at least I've got a plan in mind in case that happens. And it's finding a very big flat, getting to the top of it, even if I have to climb all the stairs, and then just pick up my dog and jump over it. Or get my sister to push me off the edge. That's one. At least then me and my dog go together. Yeah. So she wouldn't have to suffer from getting rabies. And then biting chunks out of my arm. So, what would you do in a zombie apocalypse? Like, I do like cheese, but not all cheese. Just one specific cheese. I eat one called Elemental, which is French cheese. I actually seem to like it. Yeah, so if you haven't tried Elemental cheese, just give it a try. It's great. Really nice to have. um, um, so, what type of favorite Coke do you like? What would I do in the zombie outbreak? I don't know. Die. I have no idea. um, it's basically linked on what you got in your possession. If you need to take pills or whatever. If you've got like a sort of illness, it depends on that. I think. So if you haven't got any illnesses, that would mean something really bad, then you might have a chance of surviving. Um, which is one. And a couple of other things. Would you actually strike down a zombie if you could? Or else Coca Cola. Well, the type of Coke I drink is Pepsi Max. It's a diet drink. It's got no sugar in it whatsoever. My favorite Coke. What to know? Probably during the pandemic, I have been getting a bit chubbier. I mean, it happens, I think, due to being in the house too long, getting less exercise. And you just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat a lot. I mean, it's bad what I eat. I eat salt and vinegar Pringles. That's one. I eat Skips. Really just a bunch of everything. That I can't seem to get off. Yeah. Do you like pizza? Yeah, I do. Yeah, there's a funny story about pizza. My well, when my mom was pregnant, she had me inside her, and she kept eating pizza. um, kept actually eating it, getting takeaways more often, and that's what had me eat pizza in the end because I got addicted. Probably because I got felt more to the pizza basically when I got fed, when I was inside of before. That's what got me to love pizza. Love pepperoni. My favorite. Absolutely love pizza, but I only have it like twice a year. Apparently I'll just have it whenever I want. Whenever I feel like it. Just yeah, whenever there's like anything to eat, sometimes I run out of options and I just come to that conclusion with the pizza. Domino's is my favorite. Apparently, I've never tried Domino's, but I have tried Pizza Hut, um, which is one. And apparently, Pizza Hut just has the too much sauce inside the pizza, in the bread part of it, which is a bit weird for me. Um, oh, and I'm funny with pizza. Like I'm having bacon pizza. Ah, one of my favorites. Love bacon. I've actually tried bacon before on pizza with pepperoni in it. Tastes nice. There's also another funny thing about pizza. I'm funny with the sauce. Because when I have the pizza, I ask without the sauce. Um, if I get it from a takeaway, but I don't really get it from a takeaway anymore because, well, I've stopped. Because of the pandemic. But if the pandemic lifted and whatever and everything went back to normal pretty much, then I'd probably get pizza takeaways again. And I'd probably ask for a, a pizza with pepperoni and no tomato base. Yeah, that's my favourite sort of pizza without the sauce. It's delicious. Really delicious. um, uh, um, what is your favourite meat? Beef, pork, fish, or chicken? Right. Ooh, right. Out of those ones, meat, beef, pork, fish, or chicken. Right. Out of meat, beef, pork, fish, and chicken, it would have to be chicken. Um, Probably because I got addicted to KFC. Um, so my nana since I don't go to KFC anymore because of the pandemic thing, she gets me chicken from like a shop or whatever like that are like kind of like similar to KFC sort of thing and you like cook them or whatever and you eat them. They're actually delicious, really delicious. With fish, I do like fish fingers. Beef, I do like burgers. And meat, well, beef actually is sort of meat. KFC. uh, it is yummy. Yeah. Right. What's your thought? I missed my Subway chicken sandwich. Oh, I've tried Subway before. Well, in an airport once. The sandwich you can just make up your own sandwich. It's nice. It's yummy. Great for dieting, actually. Hmm. Um. What's the type? I Hmm. Who hates paper straws? Because I do. Mum had a problem with paper straws the other day. She was drinking a drink or whatever, and bits of it went in her mouth. Bits of it. Bits of it was also ripping. And then I said to my mum, "Well, take a plastic straw with you next time. They're better, as long as you clean them and don't throw them away." I mean, the amount of straws I've got back at home is a lot. I always keep a lot of plastic straws, just in case. I love my chicken spicy sandwich with chicken soup. Oh, I love chicken soup. I always have chicken soup if I've got a cold, which is nice. We always stick it in the microwave for about 3 minutes and then stir it and then eat it. Now, when it comes to spicy chicken, I'm a bit weird. Really weird. Especially with pizza. I'm like, well, I don't like when pizza's far too spicy, and I just give it up and don't eat it all. So that's another. It's merely anything that's spicy, from that to chicken nuggets and whatever. Now, my sister, on the other hand, is different. She likes spicy food. She loves them. She's very addicted. um, if the pandemic ended, what holiday would you go on to? It could be anywhere. I don't like it too hot, just enough flavour spice. Yeah. Apparently mash is nice. Eat mash with corned beef. Um, which is nice. You also eat like jacket potatoes, with butter, which I also like. And when it comes to Scotch eggs, I always take the eggs out. I leave it in a bowl for my family to eat. And then I just eat the outside of the Scotch eggs because it's meat. Because I love to eat eggs, so yeah. Sometimes cook the outside of the Scotch eggs in the microwave. And then just eat them with a knife and fork. um, I have tried beef, and beef is well, I love paradise. Where would you go though? Hmm. I know me, I would actually go to Turkey, but that's when the pandemic ends, since it's hot. And I know I always get a pool to jump in whenever it does get too hot. I mean, I love it. For this year, I am thinking about when I literally one day when it's hot and it has no wind and whatever, and it's really hot. I'm just gonna lay in my back garden and get a tan. Um, just like putting less sun cream on and making sure I get a tan since I'm pale. Um, since I never ever get a tan. And getting tan is actually hard. Really hard. Um, Well, apparently it's getting late. So I have to go to bed soon. So I'm gonna end the stream right here. Thanks for joining. What is your favorite gum flavor? Mine is bubble gum. Not really a fan of gum flavored well things depending on what you mean by gum. If you mean chewing gum, really like gum sort of thing. I like screwballs. Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna end the stream right here. And and do something with the family for fun. And then go to bed. So thanks for joining. Bye.